Unless it's a tandem bike, but that's one bike.
I think you could rig it to, like, have two going at the same time.
Like right next to you? Okay, but
Yeah, next to you, and you, like, take off the middle pedals.
wouldn't one, if one got damaged, wouldn't the other, if it's like next to each other?
Yeah,
Possibly?
maybe.
Like,
Okay, in the middle, you have a pedal that's, like, attached. Like, it's just a pipe between the two.
okay.
And then you have to somehow get your. I don't know. I
I
think
don't
you can
know.
do
It was
it.
so hard to, I mean, I assume bicycles are there now, but it was so hard to find a bike during COVID. I'm not
Oh my
buying another
gosh,
bike.
yeah.
I don't know. I'll just
I
walk.
don't even have
Why
one
can't I just
here.
walk?
Bike's faster.
Yeah, but like,
It's a lot less energy to bike too, I think. Like if
oh,
you're like, okay, cars obsolete. How do we get around?
right.
Bike.
I guess. Yeah. Can we go back to eat less? I would think you want to eat more to be ready for starvation. Like you'd last longer.
Yeah. You would last a lot longer.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to go back to that.
Yes. There was a guy who fasted for like over a year
Yes.
under medical supervision and was like fine.
Yeah, you definitely want to bulk up before the shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
We're gonna die soon. Like, if that happened, like, I don't know. Yeah, you and Mark are on your own. Sorry.
We really are, and this is an unforgiving climate.
Yeah, that's true. You need so much more water.
And there like aren't like you can't just grow stuff. Like it's
Right.
so dry and like the ground is so hard.
Yeah. That's one reason I was thinking we'd go to my parents' house because they have all that land. So we could garden.
Oh.
Like, if we could just stay in
Maybe we
place.
would try to get to Wisconsin. Mark and I's like apocalypse movie would just be us trying to get to Wisconsin and then we'd get there and everyone would be gone.
Isn't that the movie, one of them?
Yeah, I
There
think
is
it
a
is
movie
already a
where it's like a
movie.
girl and a
The day
guy.
after
No, no,
tomorrow. The
no.
day after tomorrow they try to get to New
Yeah, and
York.
everyone's just gone, right? Or dead or what, frozen. But there was one more recently that came out, not like super recently, but more recently than the day after tomorrow. Where it was like this guy and a girl had to drive like they to her parents or something, and by the time they got there, like it was like a meteor hit or something, like everything was just
Oh.
gone and they ended up dying on the, it was very unsatisfying as a movie. But that's
I
exactly
have
what
no
happened.
idea which
I
one
don't
that
know.
would be, but I
Not
believe
good.
it. That sounds like the
You
plot of a
guys can
movie.
just come to my parents' house as a
Okay, we'll
stopover
go to.
if you want to try to get to Wisconsin. But that's still pretty far for you. But
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe some people will be down there with you when it happens. Like visiting.
Yeah. I'm trying to get everyone to move here.
Well, that's I'm not going to.
My parents are. Like, my mom really likes San Antonio.
That's good. Maybe she'll move.
Yeah, I think my dad would come too. She just spent. She just stayed with us for so long that one time. So I think she decided she really liked it.
Then you got your 4 unit. I guess you need six, but you got four. You have the six. According to him, he said 5 and 5 people, so it'd be a 6 person unit.
Well, that's only two.
You and Mark and your parents. So that's,
Well, we don't count. Oh, I have
yeah, you
three.
have 3 of the 5. That's what I'm saying. You need two more. Your brother could be
Okay.
down there.
Yeah, my brother. I'm also trying to get him to move down here
Yeah,
too.
so you'd have close to your people. He knows how to grow stuff.
Yeah, they would. My dad is a prepper a little
Okay.
bit.
My dad's also like a prepper, yeah.
He has like a crawl space under his like office that's off our garage and it's full of supplies. My mom has no idea. My dad just orders shit on Amazon, takes it out to his office and packs it in the crawl space.
Wait, are you outing him on the podcast?
My mom's not gonna listen to this.
Oh, okay. All right. Or she won't care.
Oh shit, but what if someone else does? I just told everyone. Well, no one knows where I live.
All right, number 10.
And number 10 is consider what you would bring with you if you had to leave your home in 10 minutes and never return. Wow, we should probably pack go bags, huh?
I definitely want to make a go bag. I've been thinking about that a lot.
Yeah, I feel like I need one too.
Yeah.
So, all of the posts stopped in March of 2001 when he supposedly got his computer that he needed and went back to 2036. He said that his time machine was in a 67 Chevy or something like that. It was in the trunk. But if you time traveled, it didn't change your location. So to go to Florida in 2036, you had to go to Florida in 2001 so he could drive it around with him. So I think what he did was he came back to the year 2000, he drove to Rochester where IBM was, went back to 75, got the computer, came back to 2000 to post, and then drove to Florida and then went back to 2036.
That's one thing I don't understand about the time travel thing, because we move in space as well, constantly. If you went back in time,
You're right. You're right.
yeah, wouldn't you get just shot into space because you're not in the same exact space anymore either?
Oh, that's why we need aliens.
Yeah, they need to tell us the secrets of it.
Or that's why they're extraterrestrial, because they...
Oh, they get shot into space first and then they have to fly to the Earth. They're like, okay, where's Earth now? And then they just fly over there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that could
that
be
could be
it.
it. But he doesn't say that, so I don't believe him.
I know. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all that he posted. Now we're going to talk about who he might be.
Oh, really? There's someone that he may be?
Yes.
Okay.
So, in 2008 and 2009, the Italian investigate TV show Voyager and the website Hoax Hunter launched separate investigations into John Titor. They hired private investigators and staked out P.O. boxes and geolocated IP addresses, and both groups separately came to the conclusion that John Titor was Maury Haber, who is now the Chief Technology Officer at Beyond Trust, an identity protection company, or his brother, a Florida entertainment lawyer named Lawrence Haber, or his other brother, John Rick Haber, a computer scientist, or one of their sons. But they pretty much nailed it down to a family.
Okay. Huh.
Maury has made a statement. He said, "Just to set the record straight, I'm not John Titor, nor do I know who he is or if he actually really exists. This is an alias bestowed upon me on the internet by conspiracy theorists, fact-finders, and fanatics. It also represents the most bizarre case of identity impersonations and accusations I have seen in my 25-plus year career as a security and information technology professional."
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. And it does make sense that his brother lived in Florida and he said he was out of Florida, Tampa, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, imagine having your name dragged into this.
Yeah. That really sucks, actually. But it's weird that they both came to this conclusion. What drove both of these to look into it closely though? In the same,
I don't know.
because 2008, 2009, they both individually decide to do this.
I don't know why. Maybe one did it and then someone else is like, "Hey, this is a good story. We should do it."
Oh.
But the fact that they both came up with the same thing makes me feel like it was probably the sun.
Yeah.
That would not surprise me at all. Whoever it was had a lot of time to spend on the internet, because there were 500 postings
500.
in these 3 months.
I didn't know there were that many. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot. And he was just responding to people on these forums. It was constant. People would ask a question, he had to answer it. It was back and forth. One lady even like had apparently they had a special relationship, and he gave her a secret song to identify him so that if someone came forward, she could say if it was really him or
Oh,
not because they talked at the time.
no one's come forward.
No. And he's never sold anything either. But a couple people, one guy filed a patent under the same a patent for a time machine with the same description of parts that John
Oh,
Titor used, but I'm like, okay, he could have done that after. He did do it after.
yeah.
And someone else did try to trademark the name John Titor, but no one's ever sold anything under his name or tried to make money off of it.
Right. I feel like it probably was just some kid or teenager being joking around.
Creative, yeah. Creative writing.
Yeah, why not? That happens all the time, I feel like.
Also, it's not lost on me that this was in time travel forums, so these people are already primed to believe what he's saying.
Right.
So I feel like it got more attention than it would have if it had been posted somewhere else when people would have said, yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah, you gotta know your audience.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like obviously, if time travel exists in the future, then it always exists. Like, that's how it would be.
Yeah.
So I feel like it could exist just because, it takes one instant for it to be real and then it is real forever.
Right. That's true.
So, but I don't believe him.
I feel like I would believe teleporting
Mm,
over time travel. But maybe not. I don't know.
well, I feel like teleportation leads to time travel, but
That's true. I guess it is, yeah.
yeah, I think the biggest thing is, well, first of all, I don't think we have the technology still. Maybe we do. I don't know. Maybe the government does, but I doubt it.
Do you think we'll have it in 2036? That's not.
It's only 13 years from now. But think of how fast technology has grown.
That's true. And we don't know what they're working on. If we're being honest, they absolutely could have discovered it and just not said anything or found the precursors to it, but they're going to use it as warfare, so we won't know about it for another 50 years.
Right.
With the psychic stuff, they pretty much proved if it was real. That was undercover for so long, but yeah.
Yeah. I feel like someone could be definitely working on it. I think the biggest issue is, again, that the Earth travels through space. So you'd have to pinpoint where in space it was at that time, too.
Yeah, what if you went to where the Earth was at that time instead of being wherever the Earth is and then space? Do you know what I mean? What if, in my mind, they're on Earth time traveling into space? But what if they're in space time traveling onto Earth because they already knew where it was?
Right. I don't know. I'm not sure if I get it. What's the difference?
Okay, Earth, we know where Earth was, but I bet it's harder to predict where it will be or to just get into space and then try to find it. Maybe that's why aliens are in. If aliens are time travelers, maybe they go out to space to where Earth used to be and teleport here.
Oh, okay, okay. Like how you said he has to be in the state or whatever, the place to.
Maybe. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know.
But okay, I just think if you teleported right into a space, how are you not gonna just explode someone?
That's true. That's true. It's safer to do it nowhere.
I don't know. I think I could. Yeah, I could see it you travel back and you're just in your spaceship and you fly to Earth then, because then you're just hopefully in space. But again, couldn't you run into an asteroid or something? I don't know. If you just spontaneously appear in a space, who's to say there's nothing in that space already?
Or you're in a car and it used to be a parking lot, or it's and then it's a building or something. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, or it's like a river.
And he never covers how time passes while he's gone. He's just gonna go back, but wouldn't
Oh.
time oh my god, I'm gonna confuse myself. But Yeah, he'll pop back into the exact moment he left.